From above, Indonesia looks like a necklace of emerald islands floating in a sea of deep blue. More than 17,000 islands scattered across the equator, each one holding mysteries, dangers, and wonders beyond imagination. But beneath this tropical beauty lies a land shaped by fire, storms, ancient cultures, and forces powerful enough to change the world. Indonesia is paradise, but it is a dangerous one. The story begins millions of years ago, when violent volcanoes rose from the ocean floor and created the islands we see today. Indonesia sits on the Pacific Ring of Fire, one of the most unstable and explosive regions on Earth. More than 120 active volcanoes shape the land, influence the climate, and at times decide the fate of entire civilizations. For Indonesians, volcanoes are both gods and monsters, bringers of destruction and creators of life. The soil here is among the most fertile in the world, and yet it comes at the cost of living beside mountains that breathe smoke and thunder. Travelers who come to Indonesia often begin with Bali. But beyond its beaches and resorts lies a culture built on harmony between humans, nature, and the world of spirits. Temples sit above cliffs, ceremonies fill the air with music and incense, and life flows with a rhythm as old as the island itself. Yet even Bali has a shadow, Mount Agung. When it awakens, the peaceful skies turn into dark clouds of ash that can shut down airports, bury crops, and remind everyone that paradise is never truly safe. Crossing the sea, the island of Java is a world of contrasts, home to over 150 million people. Ancient temples, crowded cities, and mountains that watch silently over the land. Here stands Borobudur, the largest Buddhist temple on earth, built more than 1,200 years ago. Carved stone stories rise toward the heavens, telling tales of enlightenment. And only a few hours away, Mount Merapi roars with explosive power, sending rivers of lava down its slopes. Yet people continue to live beside it, believing that the volcano is alive and must be respected. Further east lies Komodo, the island of dragons. These creatures, real, dangerous, and ancient, roam the beaches and forests like living dinosaurs. Their venom can bring down animals much larger than themselves. Visitors walk carefully here, knowing that one wrong move can be fatal. And still, the dragons are only part of Komodo's mystery. Beneath the water, ocean currents collide with violent force, creating some of the world's most dangerous yet beautiful dive sites. The waters of Indonesia are unlike any place on Earth. Coral reefs explode with colorfish, sharks, manta rays, and creatures so strange they seem unreal. But these waters can turn deadly in seconds. Powerful whirlpools form without warning. Rogue waves rise taller than ships. And deep under the sea, tectonic plates shift, sometimes triggering tsunamis that slam into coastlines with unimaginable force. Nowhere is this more evident than Aceh, where in 2004 the ocean rose and destroyed entire cities. The tsunami killed more than 160,000 people in Indonesia alone. Yet from this tragedy, the people rebuilt their lives with strength and resilience. Today, memorials stand along the coast, reminders of the day the sea swallowed the land. But Indonesia is not defined by disaster. It is defined by its people. From the tribes of Papua, who still live in harmony with forest and stone, to the sea nomads of Sulawesi, who spend more time on water than land, Indonesia is a living museum of cultures. Hundreds of languages, traditions, dances, and beliefs fill these islands with stories unlike anywhere else. In the jungles of Sumatra, rare and powerful creatures fight for survival: tigers, elephants, and the incredible orangutans, whose eyes reflect the deep intelligence of a species closely related to humans. But their forests shrink each year, threatened by logging and plantations. Conservationists risk their lives to protect these animals, knowing that once they disappear, a piece of Indonesia disappears with them. In Borneo, the rivers cut through dense rainforests that are home to tribes who still hunt with blowpipes and live by ancient laws. Their world is changing rapidly, and yet they hold tightly to the wisdom passed down through generations. On the island of Flores, a mysterious cave revealed fossils of a human species once unknown. Small in stature but intelligent in their own way, these beings lived at the same time as early modern humans. Indonesia is filled with discoveries like this, proof that the islands hold secrets millions of years old, waiting to be uncovered. As the sun sets, Indonesia transforms. Cities glow with energy. Markets fill with voices, volcanoes flicker with sparks. The sea glows with plankton that lights up in neon blue. It is a place where the ancient world and the modern world stand side by side, neither overpowering the other. Indonesia is paradise, but not the gentle, predictable kind. It is paradise forged by fire, shaped by storms, guarded by dragons, and carried by people whose strength has been tested by nature itself. It is a land where danger and beauty walk together, where every island tells a different story, and where every story is filled with wonder. This is Indonesia, the most dangerous paradise on Earth, a world where nature is alive, where cultures are timeless, and where every step reveals something unforgettable, if you're brave enough to explore it.